right now. Thank you very much. Please, please, please go jump on. Hello, guys. I am I am adding everyone back in. It has been a hectic night. Hold on, give us just a second. We're gonna get everybody back on the platform. I am sending it to you now.
Oh, that's you. Okay, cool, 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 cool.
All right.
Good. I'm so happy it's working.
Oh, you guys weren't hearing me. Hello. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, my phone was blowing up. Give Aaliyah the link, please.
I sent her. It's the
Try to
same
send her
link,
to
right?
it. This is insane. We're so sorry for the delay. Y'all were blowing up. Thank y'all so much. I have to give a big shout out to my people. Y'all been texting, calling, like, bitch, we can't hear you. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm so happy. That is so good. Like, y'all really was looking out, you know? I am just so proud. Hold on one second. We got one more person joining us. So give it just a second. Hold on, y'all.
I'm trying to get a Ash. Because it was the last link that we sent.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go back to the link that you.
Y'all, I think people really want to hear what we got to say because my phone has been going crazy. I think some folks actually want to hear us today. Trish, I think they want to hear what we got to say. Yeah, because they was like, oh, the live just started going crazy on Facebook. Absolutely. I think they thought it was all of us logging on. I was like, surprise, bitches, it's me. Where's everybody else at? You know, I'm like, they coming. Here they come. Damn. But no, we had some technical difficulties, y'all, which we fought through for the last hour, about a solid hour. About a solid hour. But we made it. We made it through. We are back on the platform. Join us, join us, join us. We're excited. Ladies, make sure you go share it on your pages too, please. I didn't get a chance to tag you guys this time. So please, please, please go share, share, share. Hello, Aaliyah.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Trish.
Hey.
We're getting some kickback somewhere.
We are.
Is it me?
I think it is, darling.
Okay, how about that?
No, you sound kind of low.
Something with your phone, something changed.
How about
This is live, guys. Remember that. So here's
Okay.
what you need to do, Aaliyah. Go into your phone and exit out of everything and come back in.
Okay.
Like close out all the apps.
Okay.
Made it
Perfect.
sound like she had it open twice.
Yeah, she does. I think so.
So should I remove her?
Momentarily.
Yeah, just for a second. All
All
right.
right. Well, at the end of the day, y'all, it is another episode of Black Love Elevated. They tried to stop us. They are not stopping this conversation tonight because we said we had some juice and some tea for you. I am here with my girl. I got Ash, I got Trish, and we got Miss Aaliyah that's about to join the stage. There she go.
Hi, everyone.
Yay!
There you
You
go.
sound great.
Okay, good.
So, Miss Ashley, I know we wasted enough time, but please, you have to tell everybody Black Love Elevated. I know we normally talk about what Black Elevated is all about, but tonight, we've had so much growth and change. Talk about our growth. Talk about the change. We got a lot of great things going on right now. What's going on with Black Love Elevated?
Girl, let me pull my life together. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it together. No, thank you guys, first of all, for being so patient with us. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you to ladies, too, our guests, for joining us and being super patient. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. But just to kind of run things through. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Just to kind of run things through, guys, BLE is growing as a group right now. We are doing tremendous things. We've seen a lot of growth as far as adding numbers when it comes to our lives and our videos. We are seeing a lot of comments, a lot of interactions. We've grown on our social media pages as well because we're located everywhere. If you didn't know, I finally decided to get on TikTok. So we're over there as well, and we get a lot of commentary done, and then a lot of comments and all type of stuff over there. So if you're not following, go there. And then also in general, we are seeing a lot of growth because folks are wanting to talk to us. They're wanting to join our platform. They are wanting us to come to them to come to us. So it's a lot of moving parts that we are excited about over the next half or this next quarter of the year that we're going to be doing. So we want y'all to sit tight and enjoy the ride with us as we continue to grow BLE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you said what you said. So we thank you guys. We appreciate all the love and support. Now, can we get into the goddamn tea? Because we done wasted so much time trying to get here and talk to you guys. Last week, Ash, we talked about spinning a block. Now, a few segments ago, we talked about spinning a block again, but this one is a little bit different. We're talking about spinning a block right now for the first portion of this within marriage. So what does that mean, Ash? Spinning a block within marriage? What are we really talking about here?
Oh, that's great. That's great. So basically, spinning the block within marriage can be several things, right? It can mean that you and your significant other have decided to part ways. Maybe you split, not necessarily fully divorced, or you fully divorced and you decided to get back together. And I think outside of marriage, you can also spin the block in your standard relationships, right? So boyfriend, girlfriend, we see it all the time when it comes to people. So we want to talk a little bit about that and how that makes you guys feel. So we do have a couple of special guests on right now, Miss Aaliyah, and then we have Miss Trish. They are here to kind of help us through this topic on spinning the block. So Eb, go ahead and let's get into some things. Let's get into some real things.
Let's get into it. So what is spinning the block? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into the first thing because some of the things that I think about when I think about spinning the block, and I'm talking to a couple or a person out there that's actually gone through this situation. Why did you leave? This is what I think about. Why did you leave? How was the breakup? Why did you go back? What changed? Because sometimes it could be healthy. We talk about sometimes it's just comfortable, but what happened in this relationship? So I think we have Miss Aaliyah on the line, and she kind of spun the block, child. She spun the block. Okay. So so let me ask you a question, Aaliyah. You were married in the past.
In the past, to your brother-in-law, yes.
Okay. You got a divorce.
I did get a divorce. To your brother-in-law, yes.
You back together.
Back together.
Well, I don't want to get all the way into your business, but I want to get into your business.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, what made you leave? Why did you guys separate in the first place? Can I ask you that?
Well, it's your show. I hope you can ask me anything you want during the segment, Chad. You got the floor. But thank you so much for the introduction, and thanks Ashley and Ebony for having me on to talk about this. So let's get right into it, shall we? Two words: fight or flight. I got tired of fighting, so I took flight. My nervous system was not regulated for that. What marriage needs is like consistency and overcoming and staying power. I didn't have that in me, you know. And mind you, we were together for 8 years before we got married. So we have put a lot of time. So the marriage didn't change the 8 years previous that we have been trying to stay together all those years. So that's what it was. Fight or flight. Got tired of
I can respect that.
So I took flight.
I can respect that. Now, I'm gonna get a little bit deeper because I know a little bit of stuff now. You guys were separated. While you were separated, how was that breakup? Was it good? Did y'all try to mend things? Like, how did it start off and where did it get back to? Let's keep it 100 here.
You want me to keep it 100 or you want 1,000?
I want
we
1,000.
want 1,000.
Y'all
We want 1,000, baby. We want 1,000.
expensive. Y'all are really expensive. Y'all are real greedy. I love it. You guys, during separation, it was so we co-parented. We were divorced for 4 years. I just came back. So actually, we're coming up on our 1 year back anniversary. Okay.
Ah.
Actually, like maybe in a couple weeks. So we were divorced for 4 years. And we had no relationship other than co-parenting. We did do the 2 weeks on and two weeks off. So the kids, we split custody. And so he didn't talk to me. He didn't, very, very much cold, very much not speaking to me other than the kids, and very rushing. Like if I would try to have a conversation, it was very like, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And I get it. Like I'm the one who asked for the divorce. And so he did not want the divorce. He wanted to stick around. And dad had the nervous system he had the staying power. He was built for the fight. I'm not built for nobody's fight. That's me in life in general. Friends, family, it don't matter. If it's too complicated, it's too hard for me, no matter how much I try. I'm just not that type of person that's going to stick around like that. So during the 4 years of divorce, we didn't really have a relationship. We didn't talk at all other than the kids. And we did a great job at co-parenting, but obviously 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, it's not ideal, but we made it happen.
Now, this is not Black Love Elevated After Dark, but I definitely want some real shit here. Now, based off what you said, it was fight or flight. You decided to fight. Okay. You separated. It was cold. No conversation. 4 years.
Yeah.
What brought you back? What changed that flight or fight?
So what never changed was the love that I have for my husband and the attraction that I have for him. It never changed. And, the fight or flight, really what I wanted was, before I divorced, was, look, let's get back down to the basics. Let's work it out and let's, rebuild our relationship. I guess to leaving was like trying to make him make another decision, right? Like, is it worth losing me? Is all of this worth losing me? Or can you bring yourself back down to zero and let's build again? It didn't work that way. That shit was just like, you want to go. And so, yeah, what changed? I think over time we got tired of just the separation, the kids, over here 2 weeks, over there 2 weeks, and then it kind of gets old. Like, come on, you clearly have love for this person. You have a family together. You can't avoid each other forever. And
you said you guys was fighting, and I don't mean to cut you off, but was it just comfortable? Was it just a comfortable situation on why you came back, or did something change that said we're no longer gonna fight? And I just want to kind of jump into the juice of this.
It's really no juice, but I'll try to squeeze the lemon as much as I can. Yeah. Kind of got like enough is enough. Let's at least be cordial. And I think that's where it started. It started for us being cordial and me saying, hey, there's things that I would like to do with the kids, like fishing. My son wanted to fish. I don't know nothing about fishing, right? Mm-hmm. Also, being separated with kids is really hard because it's uncomfortable bringing other men around and getting things started. So, of course, I went back to the source. I said, listen, there's things that the kids want to do. I don't know how to do. How do you feel about us doing some activities together, as a family? And that is what kicked it off. And then in the process of that, we learned, we can sit in the same room together. He can still show up when I need him. And I think the curiosity strength there because then we started flirting. We went out to the movies one time and it was like kind of flirty and it kind of just like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I this. And then from there it just became this thing like, okay, it feels just like it was when we were a family unit. It feels just like we were back in the day. And then it just one foot after another, one day after another, it just it became back together.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then what about you, Trish, as far as like your story on spinning the block? What does your story entail? I thank you, Leah.
I'm a perpetual block spinner. And I
Mm.
only say that because I'm not adding to my body count. But for me, it was because right now the situation that I'm in, we were in a serious relationship, as crazy as that sounds, but like 15, 16. Like this is the first person who ever proposed to me. This is the first person that like I ever really fell in love with, things of that nature. And when we spun the block, it was different because we had had time to grow, to mature, to know exactly what it is that we needed, but the basics of it all, right, of who we are and who we were to begin with, we still were very much so those people. So it was never anything fake or forced or anything like that. We had just grown up, and what made me leave is I'm also the runaway bride. The way
Mm.
Aaliyah said, I am not a stayer. I am a get TF all day. Like I am the runaway bride. You understand? So I feel like it was a lot of knowing that I had different options, different choices, and not knowing whether or not I was ready to settle down. And this was somebody who always knew that they were ready to settle down when it came down to me. So it was the same way as what Aaliyah said. This individual knew and I was not the knower. I knew that he loved me. I knew that I loved him, but I didn't know if I was ready at that young of an age because we had started dating when we were 15 and 16 and continued dating off and on throughout high school and young adulthood, and I was just not at that moment prepared. And then out of nowhere, I was not looking for anything. I didn't want a relationship. I didn't want anything, and that's basically how it happens. It's your person is sent to you when you're not
Mm.
looking for them.
Mm.
Mm.
So when we reconnected, it was almost like fairy tale. And it kind of sort of remained that way. And that's how I knew that this is who I'm meant to be with. We connected on the levels that I needed to connect with an individual that didn't make me want to run anymore. We connected on an intellectual level, which I need to be fed intellectually. We connected on the bare physical level, and that's something that I definitively need as well. And then basically what our goals were, we connected there too. So that's how I ended up spinning the block.
Mm.
Well, Ash, I want to ask you something.
Mhm.
Based off what these ladies just said, right? What is your perspective? Because I know on a lot of our podcasts, we talk about communication, we talking about comfort levels. Sometimes people stay in relationships just because they're comfortable, but sometimes people can actually grow. People can actually change. People can
Mhm.
actually say, okay, I take some self-accountability to my part in the situation, and now I'm willing to listen openly. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so the thing that came to me, because I think that everyone here has a different story and a different perspective on why they stayed in their relationship. But what stood out to me and what I would like to know is more about the change behavior, right? Like I feel like that is something that's important in this topic when you're talking about spinning a block. Because when you're
Mhm.
looking at different relationships and people returning to relationships, which is a great thing, you find someone that you're comfortable with, you find someone that you can grow with, y'all were young, whatever the case may be. But I still think that there is that piece that is something that I would like to hear from you, Aaliyah and Trish. Like, how did you feel like they applied the change behavior piece for you to actually see that growth in your relationship and see yourself moving forward with them? And
Okay.
Aaliyah, you can answer.
Okay. So that's still a work in progress, but what I will say is that coming back is not an easy thing, especially when we like had all these years and we were married and all these things. Um, Coming back is not the easy thing. Even now, I see a change in both of us where we're able to sit through and these tough conversations, how I package it, how I hold space, for him, because, truly because of my fight or flight and my nervous system and my inability to just let somebody play in my face for what I feel like is playing in my face for a spin of time. I'm now learning how that is not fair to a partner, right? Like, it takes two people to give 100%. And I can honestly say, because of all of those things, I did not give 100%. If the conversation got too crazy, out of control, or I couldn't manage, then it wasn't a conversation that we were going to continue to have. So that's one of the changes that I do see. And I see it every time we have success at it, it actually fuels us to keep going and want to see how much further we can get. And things have been great, but it's not been easy for sure.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
but I can hold it now, and so can he. He's understanding that, yes, I've got to be more sensitive to her, what she's saying, and I've got to communicate with her a certain way, because the way I was communicating with her before, it pushed her away, made her feel like I was being cold, and made her feel like I was being distant. Now he's taking all of those things into consideration, and it's a great thing.
You know what, Ash? Before
Uh-huh.
we jump it over to Trish, you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like being intentional. When you're able to allow someone to be open and honest, and you make a conscious effort to hear
Mhm.
someone, to be heard, and then be able to work through it. Listen, I'll leave you with this. I'll tell anybody out there in a relationship that's trying to spin the block, it's not going to be easy, but it can be worth it.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure. Trish,
For
what do
sure.
you think?
So to a degree, I can agree with Aaliyah, right? For me, it's a lot of growth and patience.
Mhm.
Where I had no patience. There was zero F's to give, right? And for him, it's kind of a little bit easier for me on my aspect. We were so young that we had no choice but to grow. We had no choice but to develop. We had no choice but to figure out what relationships look like, and what something didn't, when it didn't feel good and it didn't feel right, and knowing the difference between those two things. It's not easy, because even in those relationships, there's maybe trust that had been broken at some point in time, or whatever the case may be. And at this point, we're trying, we're developing. I'm not always patient. I do my best. He does his best, and as long as that is enough for you, it's sufficient. Meeting someone where they're still in their karma from another relationship and trying to come and spin the block on you is something completely different. So I would never tell anyone or any female to just go into it blindly. Make sure that everything that they're telling you has actually changed, and this isn't just lip service, because
Mm.
everything is not hunky dory, everything is not peaches and cream, and you have to verify that that's exactly what you want, and that's exactly what he wants, and you're not giving lip service or receiving it. So I can say in this aspect, I don't feel like that's the case, but I also have to play devil's advocate. It's not always simple, and we're not always spinning the block for the right reason. Sometimes it is just because it's comfortable. I said perpetual block spinner. Why? I'm not adding to my body count. So that means it's
Mhm.
something that's already comfortable to me,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So it's not always the best decision. It's always not always the best thing to do, but as long as the positive outweigh everything else, because it's never going to be 100% perfect with
Mhm.
anybody you're with, whether you're spinning the block or starting with somebody new.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay.
Grass may be greener, but
And
it ain't green. It's just a different shade. Sound like that's
mhm,
what you're saying to me. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't
for
know,
sure.
but spinning the block is important. And we talk about these different things. We always say we talk about real life situations, and that's why we want to openly discuss these things. But let's switch gears, Ash. What else we got on the table? What's the tea? What we talking about?
Yeah, well, before we kind of switch gears, kind of to what Trisha was talking about, I do have a question, another question for these ladies in regards to spinning the block. What actually makes someone worthy, right, for that to
Mm.
happen, right? Because a lot of times when you, Trisha, to your point, some people just aren't really worthy for that space and for them to come back into your life, right, and to bringing back that trauma that they may have caused, or you just don't know until you get that secondary time with them. So what did
Mhm.
you feel, Aaliyah, made him worthy enough for you to go back around and say, you know what, I want to try it again?
Mm, One thing I can say about my husband is that he is always putting us first, and um always just a good dude. You know what I mean? Just a really good dude, always reliable. And that, me looking at him and saying, yeah, it's fine. Like, I ain't no ugly girl. Like, I get niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas want to marry me. Let's be real. But who's gonna have the best interest for me and the kids long term? This man talks about me when I get old and where we're gonna live and how we gonna be cared for, and cares about my health. Where some dudes might want to drink you under the table all the time, drink, drink, drink. My husband's like, yo, do you want to be on dialysis? So it's things like that that's like, oh wow, he really cares about me for real. Like, he loves me for real. He wants the best for me, not just what's a good time right now, but long term. And so that's something that made him very worthy. um and throughout this whole time, always been a stand-up father too, and that's a part of my decision making too. I wanted to see my family back happy together as a unit. He's always been consistent, with the kids. When we were doing 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, he never missed a beat. So that is what, like, yo, all right, it's not the who I married, it's the when I married. And I needed to learn the why I got married. It wasn't the who, it was the when, and I had to realize the why. And unfortunately, I had to learn after being out in the streets. Like, it ain't nothing out here. We go
That's what I was gonna say. Do
yeah.
you feel like it's because it's easier for you though, Aaliyah, or do you feel like it's
I think it would be easier for me just to start over and build another nigga up. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Let's be
now
real.
we
I think
getting
it would
into
be,
it?
yeah, it would be easier for me to just start from scratch, and, you know what I'm saying, start building on the way I want to. And, because I can set different standards. Like, there's certain things with my husband, I just can't, because he is who he is. Now, if I started all brand new, this could pretty much have my list. I could have my checklist and say, oh, nope, can you do this? No, on to the next, until I find or build the perfect guy. So that is easier. This is harder, coming back, putting your pride to the side, putting your ego to the side, caring. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is hard. Those long conversations that you don't necessarily have to have with another person that you're just starting to know. This is the hard work. If I want it
Mhm.
easy, I could get me a new guy.
You want to know what I hear? Sometimes it's easier to be in bed with the devil that you know, or even the person that you know. You understand those stripes. You understand? Because that fugazi, things change. You know what I'm saying? And those true colors don't be true colors.
Yeah, I was just about to
Mm.
say that's the opposite for me. It has nothing to do with if I wanted to build a bear, build a nigga, I feel like it takes a whole hell of a lot more time and patience,
Build
and
a nigga.
then you have to weed through what's real, because in the beginning when we're with somebody, we meet their representative. We don't meet the real nigga.
That's
It takes a
true.
while for the real man to come out and for you to really see who they are inside. So for me, the reason that I would say that it's worth it is being able to see that part, being able to see that this individual has been consistent. This person is this person, no matter who does anything, no matter what life throws at him, he's still going to be solid. And that's what I need. I need stability. I need somebody that's going to be solid, because I've done all of the build a niggas. I've done the build two different niggas and one nigga. I like all the things, right? I've had a side nigga and a main nigga. We've done all the things. And
I hear you.
it's not simple. It's harder. Like, yes, it all seems easy when it's someone that you don't have a lot of responsibility with. But once the responsibility picks up, once their
Big
back is up
facts.
against the wall, is he going to stand or is he going to fall? Is he going
Mm-hmm.
to build you up or is he going to allow you to fall when he sees you faltering? So for me, I don't know if it's about comfort, but it's about stability. And it's
Mm,
about knowing that this person is going to have my back no matter what, because I'm always the person to have everybody's back.
mm-hmm.
Leah, you got something to say? You look like you got something.
That's worth coming back for, right? That's it, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
when you realize, like, yeah, it could be simple, Had I stayed in the marriage, do I
Mm-hmm.
regret? Now that's the question y'all should have asked. Do you regret getting the divorce, versus just
Mm-hmm.
waiting it out? That part I do.
Hmm.
I'm a little regretful that actually went through the divorce portion. I mean, it's nothing to go back to the court and get the papers back drawn up, but yeah, I have to live with that.
I
I
mean,
have to live with that.
I think that's a great question. Ed, what do you think about it? Like, as far as Leah going to the divorce side versus her, waiting it out. Because I think with us being married, and it, not to say no shade or anything like that,
Mhm.
but we go through it every single day, right? Every day. And I think that it's just it's a difficult side when you are trying to build yourself, you're growing in your relationship. So like when you say like I should have probably just waited it out, what does that make you think of when you think about your marriage and the possibility of that disconnect between you and your husband, or where y'all could possibly have gone maybe in the past where you've had some disconnect? What do you think about that, with her saying that I probably should have waited that out?
Well, I mean, for each person is different. If you had to ask me, it's about those standards. In that moment, in that chapter, it wasn't
Mhm.
right. I wasn't within myself. My spirits wasn't right. My energy wasn't right. And at that time, I felt I could have, that person or you or Leah could have felt like you was losing something within yourself. And you
And I
already
think
know, I'm going to say it 1,000,001 times. Stand for something or fall for anything. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about what the outside person thinks. If it was my time to leave, okay, that was my time. And it's not about what somebody else may think or how they view your marriage and your relationship nor your decisions, because what I ain't trying to go through is the definition of insanity. Sometimes you're having the same argument over and over again, you're going through the same shit over and over again, and you expecting something different and nothing changes. How
Mm-hmm.
long do I have
Mm-hmm.
to wait for that? So
yeah,
sometimes long enough is enough. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes long enough is enough. However, sometimes we talk about seeking help, seeking assistance. Maybe you could take that pause, have some self accountability. Like what you said, it wasn't always just him. You understand what I'm saying? You have to look into yourself, and that's all about growth. So I think everybody is different, and it's about those boundaries and standards that you set for yourself, and you shouldn't fold. You can bend, but don't fold.
that's it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good
it.
perspective. What do you think, Trish?
So I say that timing is divine, right? We can say, oh, I missed out on those years that I could have been with my husband. I missed out on that time that I could have been in my husband, but would it have been valuable? Would it have been something that would have allowed your relationship to continue and grow? Or would you have still ended up in the same place because you didn't have that space to miss each other, to understand exactly what it is that you wanted? And that's what I feel. I feel like there I was in a relationship in a time frame when I didn't fully understand what I wanted. My partner may not have fully understood what they wanted. We went on, had separate lives, marriages, whatever the case may be, and then circled the block, and we fully understand what it is that we want and who we are, and that it feels different. The love hits different than it did beforehand because now we're able to experience it fully. Whereas I would have been ready to let you go. I would have been ready to tell you you can kiss my. There was all those little words that I'll wait for after dark to use.
It's
Yes.
all right.
But I would have been saying all of those words. Would we have had a healthy relationship if I stayed? Yes, we came back and we circled the block, but maybe we needed that time apart to grow.
We did, and we did, and let's get it, because I know it's not the after part section, but baby, when you come back, that thing be good. That thing be real good. Don't play with me.
Yes,
That's
but
all
we
right,
have
Aaliyah.
not,
You go ahead,
we have
girl.
not quite made it there yet, but I completely understand what you guys are saying. But I don't want you to second guess your inner spirits and your thoughts, because sometimes when you feel like you got to go, some people stay too long and they should have left. Some people trying to get away and they can't get away. So trust that. And then trust what happened in that chapter on why y'all was apart to make y'all grow to come back together and be better. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do this shit good. We're gonna do this shit now great because we know better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that, you guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah. And
Good.
everybody is happy. The kids are happy, you know, and it's just it's a marvelous feeling to see, like, oh wow, we did have something. Like it wasn't a fragment of our imaginations, our connection, our chemistry. So it is amazing. Also, it's very wonderful to have that validated. You know, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we are attracted to each other. We do have a great chemistry.
Yeah. And that happens. So, people out there, if you guys are listening, don't be afraid to trust yourself. Don't be afraid to cancel out that outside noise as to what you think your mother, your brother, your friends, or somebody else is talking about, because it's not their relationship. They don't really know what's going on. Some things are a facade. That's what I want to say. So bring your truth and stand on it. So that's what I think about spinning the block. I'm glad that you ladies was able to find a great space in it. I think that it's a rare case. Sometimes run for your goddamn life. Don't look back, motherfucker. You know how they say, don't look back, just run, Forrest, run. Sometimes you got the goddamn just run and don't look back, but sometimes you could take that pause and say, hold on, just maybe. So that's all in you. And that would be my advice to those couples out there that may be thinking about spinning the block or thinking about running for their life.
Amen,
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I did look at statistics, honestly, before we started. 30%
Statistic.
who remarry typically, yeah, they usually stay together. So about 30% when they go back. So that's actually better than,
Those
I
are
believe
good.
they said that folks said, yeah, it is. It's actually a really good statistic compared to those who are in marriages and just don't come back to each other. So that number is actually really good. 30% that usually stay, or yeah, stay together after a second time. So, but just to kind of close it up, sometimes spinning the block isn't always going backwards. We already know that. Sometimes it's about coming back with better communication, better boundaries, or even just like a better vision for yourself in general. So the real question is, are you returning to the same relationship? Or are you building a new one with someone you already love? So that's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
strong point to end it on, guys. I think so, because we got to get into some things. I think we've been all cute and
It's time
lovey-dovey,
to get into some things
bitch.
because
We got to get
we talking about marriages, we talking about relationships, and we talking about, every time we get on our podcast, Ash, we have some celebrity chat. We have celebrity chat. We talk about Facebook things. We get inbox with things. What's next on the agenda?
baby. Y'all better log in. Come on, baby. Come on. Y'all got to come. Right, because we about to get into some things. All right. This is the pop culture section. This is what we usually call this, pop culture. So recently, about a week ago, there was a podcaster who will remain nameless on this podcast, who stated that women who are in marriages are broke bitches, basically. Right? Choking on this shit. And with this statement, she also said that we are holding up the patriarchy and the society. Hey, we're also in it just basically because of the money, to break it all the way down. Now, this podcaster also had some commentary back and forth with Joe Budden, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of context with it. That was her initial statement. Joe Budden, who knows this person, stated, well, this young lady isn't good for marriage anyway. She actually has had some negative commentary around the people around her that have marriages going. So that was a big thing as well. And then he also mentioned that she just ain't married, period. So she don't know what the hell she talking about. She then comes back to Joe Budden and say, hey, you tried to fuck me anyway, brother. So fuck what you talking about. You don't mean a goddamn thing. And then after that, he said, "Bitch, I ain't trying to do a goddamn thing with you. You're lying about exactly. You're lying about the shit that you saying. Get them little eyes up there, because that's how I was into it too." He said, "You're lying about the shit that you talking about. You ain't nothing that I want to fuck." And allegedly, all the guys done had her. She comes back lastly and says, "Well, since I got you all this commentary on your podcast this week, you need to go ahead and pay me $5,000 because you done used my name." And that was the end of the story, at least from what I know. So I have some questions here. We're gonna start off with the beginning. Yes, y'all, look at the reactions is going crazy. Yes, this is absolutely an insane story. So the first thing that I want to touch on with me being a wives, we got wives on here, girlfriends, future wives, is the fact that she said that wives are broke bitches, basically.
No,
What?
allegedly what was said was
Allegedly.
broke bitches. And she led with that. It wasn't wives or that. Can you just say how you said it, please, ma'am?
Well, she said, well, yeah, she mentioned wives. She said women marry because they're broke bitches, basically. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. They marry because we're broke bitches and we're holding up the patriarchy when we're doing that. So do you guys believe in that? Do you think that is a factual statement? What do we want to say to her?
She a hoe, and she knows she a hoe.
Oh,
what you want me to say? Because
well, I'm just saying, say your shit, because she said only broke bitches get married. Is that what
asking for $5,000 for content? That's all you asking for is $5,000? That sounds like some whole shit to me. You can't find a husband, so you can't calling everybody who does have a husband a broke bitch. That sounds like some whole shit to me. What do you want me to say? That Joe Budden, I don't do slut shaming. I'm not that type of person. Whatever you do with your life and your cooter is what you do with your life and your cooter. But if you out here for the homies, she loving the crew.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then you gonna tell me what to do.
Bitch.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna speak right now. I want to hear what you guys got to say, because only broke bitches get married, and I'm kind of a little lost on that one. Yeah. I'm so lost on that, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm whole married, 25 strong years and far from a broke bitch. You understand me? So a couple of things that we could talk about when it comes down to marriage. Broke bitch, never that. Don't even come for me unless I ever come for you, because you don't know what my status is. As a matter of fact, it looked like some people out here searching. Some people out here got this fugazi. And where the fuck are your receipts at? Because what are we really talking about here? But Ash, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take a pause for a second. Talk to me.
Failed to mention that her friend, allegedly, her friend that she was having this podcast with was recently engaged. Bitch sound like a hater to me, but allegedly the one that she was sitting next to recently was engaged. So as far as that side of things too, that sound like a hating ass bitch. But that's just me and my perspective on why you would say something like that in the midst of knowing that your friend is going through something so positive in her life. You're supposed to be big up in marriage. Even if you felt the way, right? If I felt the way and I wasn't married or whatever the case may be, I'm not about to make my homegirl feel any type of fucking way about the shit she doing live while I'm recording a fucking podcast. No, I'm not about to do that. No, because that damn show to me would look like it was, I'm not going to say it was, but it felt like it was targeted towards her as well. Because what the fuck you mean broke bitches want to get married? Because bitch, we got to fight. I probably would have jumped podcast over, bitch. Podcast is fucking over because you got to be talking to me, bitch. You got to be. Who are you talking to? Go ahead, Lee. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, talk your shit, sis. Listen, you know, I'm team Ashley. I'm team Ebony. The voices are, you know, what y'all have to say. And Trish, y'all hit the head right on the damn head. I'm going to add this. Now, if a woman has never experienced someone loving them enough to, you know, marry them, propose to them, that would probably cause some type of internal, you know,
jealousy,
envy, to have her come out with such a big statement at her little self. You know what I mean? Like, you're such a non-motherfucking factor to even say that about the collective of women. right? Like, who the fuck are you? But I will say this. Also, is this even a real thing that she feels? And she probably definitely was taking a shot at her friend because A, she's jealous because nobody ever liked her enough. All she has been was a pass through. She's as a key turn. Everybody got a chance to stick their key turn, and then they left out the door. So with that being said, when you're such an in and out body, okay, cool. You got bodies on, like Jasmine Sullivan song. How she can't keep up with the bodies. But not only that, but the fact that she never had nobody do that. And then, are you really seriously saying that? Or are you just trying to do clickbait? Because I'm questioning this whole topic. Is this a real thing? Because are you just trying to get fucking views?
Well, to your point, Aaliyah, let me say this, and this may give a little bit more context, and I don't know if y'all heard me say this, but Joe also mentioned that this young lady has had negative connotation around marriages. So it's not just around this one, like around marriages. So the people that she may know that's married, the people that they know. So this may be just hating ass bitch. I'm just saying. That's what
Yeah.
it feel like it's given.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate only slightly, cause Ashley could tell me, and that's been best friend forever, that this nigga want to be the fucking Grinch that stole Christmas, and I'm gonna say the bitch can do it. You can do it. You gonna be green tomorrow. I don't care what it is. I'm not about to sit up here on a camera and say anything negative about someone who I call a friend, let alone a best friend. But at the same time, there are people who don't want to get married. There are people like Oprah who have been in a happy relationship for a very long time and decide that they want to protect their assets. There are individuals who've witnessed really horrible marriages and they don't understand that it's a possibility to have something that is healthy, that is positive. I'll speak on my own behalf. The marriages I witnessed growing up were not the positive type of marriages. These were older women who stayed in situations that were not the best for them just because this is what was expected of them. I don't like what she's saying, but I can understand why she may be saying it to a degree.
But you cannot be all for marriage. That is your choice. But to
Hmm.
condemn and to
Anybody else, right?
downplay other women and pretty much say that they're broke and they need to marry, they're marrying just to acquire some type of stability for themselves. It
Hmm.
is it's fucking crazy. Like that was just a far step. So that's what I'm saying. You can feel how you want to feel about marriage, but to sit here and call every woman that has ever even been proposed to thought about marriage to downplay us, like to downplay women like that, that's just crazy.
Hmm.
It's just not right. And she's a
Yeah,
bird for doing it.
facts. What you
Absolutely.
think?
Now, I just think it's some bullshit because it's not about, in my opinion, you talk about only broke bitches get married. Well, what about these successful women out here? We talk about 2026. We got a lot of successful women out here doing big things. You
Make
understand me?
the
We got a
millions
lot of
and millions.
marriages out here. We have a lot of marriages out here that not only are they married, but these are successful women and not necessarily married to a man that's more successful than them. What the fuck that make them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me? Only broke women get married. That is crazy to me. I am so married and I'm far from broke. We have people out there like Serena. We got people out there like doing real big things. Like we talked about, even like what Rihanna. What was that shit? Her man stood so hard for her. You
10
understand what I'm
toes.
saying?
Whether they get married or not, he does not care about what success she has had that is over his. He stands behind her 10 toes down. So I feel like it's a point of, at some point we just got to feel sorry for people who don't have what we've had. People who have not experienced what they've had. We let them go live their life somewhere miserably because clearly no matter how much money she claims to have or doesn't have, when she needs $5,000 for content, it's
Look,
not
look,
making her
look at what
happy at
Corey
night. He
said.
can't cuddle with it.
I hear you exactly, sis. Corey, look at this statement. She says, right. There's many stay-at-home dads while the ladies running the company, etc., etc.
Mhm.
Come on. Like, why not? Here's my thing. They're still worth there.
Yeah.
Don't diminish what that other person is doing due to the finances. So let me ask you this, Ash. So if I made $20,000 and my husband made $200,000, Does that not mean this man want to be married to me? Because in my opinion, that's not what marriage is about. Let me tell you something. We got a lot of rich women out here single because they trying to be married and it ain't about the money. See, at the end of the day, I don't need a man to pay my bills. One of the things that I may be looking for is companionship. One of the things that I'm looking for is loyalty. I'm looking for stability. I'm looking for a man to stand for me and hold me down and be that support system for me. It's not about the finances. See, because I could pay my own bills. Hold it. I could pay my own shit. But what I can't do is what I may not want to do is come home in that empty damn bed. You know what I'm saying? For women like that, in my opinion, Ash, they may not be marriage material. That motherfucker wasn't even promotable. She wasn't even in a status to be promotable to a wife. Do you understand me? Because that comes with standards. Come on. Like, you a broke ass motherfucker. Maybe that's why you single. You just want men to drop something off up in you. That ain't what I'm about. I got standards, lady. So for me, it's a little bit passionate for me because I stand on my marriage. Don't come for me. Don't come for me and don't come for mine because I'm a successful woman. I'm a businesswoman and I'm a far from broke woman. You understand me? And I love my husband.
Who?
It's
Somebody done woke him up. They done woke him up. Yeah, damn it. Get her, woke her up.
I said what the fuck I said. Now, what you think about it, Ash? Because I'm coming. I'm just saying.
Jeez. Aaliyah, were you going to say something before I speak? Go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Sister Soldier, because that's what we got us all four of us fucked up.
Nah, for real, seriously. I really think that me and Ebony had an in-depth conversation about this. And she said what she said, okay? She said it earlier, she said it now, right? But no, I honestly feel like people like that just don't understand the ins and outs of marriage. They don't know what it takes to be in a marriage. So when you say things like that, like you said, Aaliyah, to your point, it is to get people riled up, for sure, absolutely. But to that point, there are people who actually believe that that is the premises of marriage. It's not all about finances. It's not. That's maybe 5%.
White women marry for finances.
Yeah, we marry for a little bit more than that.
Yeah. White women do that. That's the way they set up.
Well, a lot of different nationalities do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to just say only white women or black women or Asian women or Chinese women or African women. We done talked about polygamy. We done talked about a lot of different things, and it's not always about the money. But if it is, what kind of marriage are you really having? You know what I'm saying?
If she wanted to be politically correct, what she should have said is broke women marry for money. Not that broke women are the ones who get married.
Come on.
Come on now.
That's a good point.
Now, can we put
that would have had nobody at arms
Email
like, ready to go to bat. That would not have Ebony about ready to kick her ass right now. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have made sense because why are we only marrying for finances if we have the capability of making money on our own? Now I can agree with it only if that is what she said, but that is not what she said. She said broke women get married. And she's giving broke side bitch tendencies because side bitches love to throw down and put down what a wife looks like because they know for a fact they could never stand in a wife's shoes.
That is a fact. That is
definitely being chosen over for the wife.
Chosen over, and you ain't chosen over because when he go back home, he's still back home.
But that's why sometimes these motherfuckers be them side chicks, and where he going back home to? His wife. And he make it known he ain't leaving that wife. Now we're gonna talk about that on a different segment, but Ash, I gotta hear what you think. Come on.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna speak on behalf of Black women. We are very educated right now. This is not the same standing of which it was before. We are educated, we are employed, even though we are struggling right now with this economy, some of the most laid off folks, but we are doing what we need to do and making it happen every day. Right. And I think, and particularly us as a group of Black women, and since we're talking about Black love elevated, I really do feel like we have to say that is not the leading factor in our relationships. It is not the reason why we're pushing through and we're wanting to be in our relationships. We want to go back to, I think it was Eb, you mentioned this. We want to be loved. We want to be held. We want to have a companionship with someone. And it's bigger than the money situation. So I really do think that that's a place that we have to kind of look at when we're talking about wives, because I got money. That's never a fucking problem for me right now. I got money. That ain't it. That ain't it. But I love my husband. I love laying down with my husband every day. I love having conversations with my husband. Hell, I love even disagreeing with my husband because I love a good old argument, period. But that's
Come on.
my husband. That's my man. And I'm not looking at him, finances, you can't do it. No, because we're lifting each other up in our marriage. That's just what it is. It's not one over the other, me over him over me. No, this marriage thing is about equalizing and balancing things and having a partnership. That's what it is. It's not about him being over me or me being over him. That's just not realistic in 2026. It is not something that we could actually sustain. I mean, it's not. So to say that a woman is broke and that's the reason why she wants to get married and not in 2026, because we got our own bread, we got our own shit going on. That is not it. It's bigger than that. It is way bigger than that. And I have a question. And ladies, what do you think about this? Because I thought about her perspective, and then I was like, what is she saying to the mothers who are stay-at-home moms, right? From what I was thinking earlier is that a stay-at-home mom is just as important as a man who goes to fucking work every day. And I could stand on that. All right. Especially if you got children. All right. Because a lot of times she's saving him from being able to pay for that daycare. She's saving him from paying for the tutors. She's saving him from going to the doctor's appointments and having to go. That is an important factor to a person's success as they're growing. So when you say, if you're looking at it, if she was looking at it from that perspective of saying that women are broken, that's the reason why, let's talk about what those women are doing at home. I don't want to say that they aren't shit and they ain't doing nothing and they ain't bringing no bread. No, they're doing a lot. They're keeping the laundry up. Baby, I can barely do that. I work. All right. I'm trying to run my business and I'm working and I need somebody to come in and do it. So them women at home, baby, they doing a lot. We need to put some respect on their name.
You better put a whole lot of respect on their name. And I'm not just talking about the wives. There are a lot of stay-at-home dads out there, husbands out there. And guess what? I don't take nothing away from you guys, because guess what? I don't know if y'all want to get a little list right now, help me out. How much do you pay to get your lawn cut every 2 weeks? Roughly about $150. How much does it cost for the cleaning service to come in your house and clean every week, every 2 weeks? That's about $3 and change. How much does it take to send your child to daycare? I'm talking about 2026, y'all. It's a whole freaking check. They paying like $200 and something per child. Don't have multiple. My goodness. But you're saving that. What about that stay-at-home mom that's working the finances behind the scenes, handling the advertisement behind the scenes? Like, you worth something. Hold on. Let me pause for a second. You worth something. I need you to know your worth. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about the monetary value as to what you put in versus your value as to what you bring to the whole goddamn table. We need to look at the whole picture. Don't talk to me about this little portion over here. I need you to look at the whole goddamn pie. You understand me? Because you can't have peanut butter and no jelly, cereal and no goddamn milk. We need the whole damn piece. So let's talk about that. I'm sorry, I get passionate about this because it's not about that finance. You understand what I'm saying? Because listen to me. I can make a whole lot of money, right? I can make 100,000. My husband could say, you know what, Eb, I'm gonna stay at home. I only make 20,000. I may say, nah, babe, we're gonna still hold this down. I'm gonna need you to go to work, because how we gonna pick that 20,000 back up? We need that. You're worth something. Again, I say know your worth. So I had to tap in and say that. And for you women out there that don't know your worth, for you men out there that don't know your worth, go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror, have that conversation with yourself, and understand what you bring to the table, because it matters.
Amen to that. What were you going to say, Aaliyah?
And the red pill guys that she is soliciting to, the guys that have that mentality and of asking women, these are the same guys that make you pay for food on the first date. These are guys that ask women, what are you going to bring to the table? This is who she is, pandering to. And it's so bottom feeder. The new term for that energy is pick me. I'm not going to be difficult to get along with. I'm not expecting anything of you. You ought to be ashamed. We ought to want to aspire to be a wife, or to want to aspire to be, something more than a baby mother or any of that. Not that any of those things are wrong, but like we said, you first have to be chosen. And I don't think that she likes herself very much. And I don't think she has faith in the men that she is pandering to. So she has
And
to
guess
belittle everyone around her in order to make herself look special, but she only looks stupid as hell.
Yeah,
And
and guess what? I saw a comment up there that said Corey said she was a side chick for 8 years. Now listen, we not coming for you. I don't know what your story is. I don't know what came behind that, but I would love for you to drop some comments down there, young lady. I saw that you was a side chick for 8 years, but where did that lead you? What did that statement really mean? Where you at? Come back and talk to me. I want to hear more of what you saying.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna hit up Corey right after this. We gonna have a whole Corey. Hit your girl inbox, baby. We need to talk because that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
I
No,
think that's gonna be real good.
That's a
That'll be
good
real good, Corey. Let's
That's
get
a
that
good one.
topic going.
But yeah, Ash, I think that was something valid to talk about. We talked about spinning the block. We're talking about marriages. We're talking about Black Love Elevated and putting some respect on it, having some worth, having some value, setting some boundaries, and you know, bending but not folding. And that's how I would kind of sum this segment up. And I really want to see if you got anything else that you want to bring to the table. We definitely welcome all the comments. We will continue to talk about this. We can have a part 2, a part 3, a part 4 if you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open, as you can see. I'm very passionate about what I'm saying because I stand for mine, and I'm going to stand for mine. I'm going to continue to stand for mine, and that's just how I move. But how do you move? What do you think? What do you feel? Because if y'all have nothing else, I want to kind of leave them with a little Black Love Elevated After Dark. We have been missing this segment, and I know we got a couple of things to chat about. Just a little bit. We want to keep y'all for just a couple more minutes if y'all don't mind.
Just a few more minutes. Let's roll into Trisha's favorite subject and favorite topic. Black Love Elevated After Dark. I'm gonna go ahead and set it for y'all. If you have a problem with talking about sexual matters and all that other stuff, please exit because we are about to get into some things. And I've been drinking. So we about to have a little bit of fun. So y'all go ahead, log off if you don't want to be here. But anyway, ladies, I have a question for you for Black Love Elevated After Dark. About to get into some things here. So, would you have a partner who gives you 10 out of 10 sex and 5 out of 10 partnership, or 7 out of 10 sex and 10 out of 10 partnership? Trisha, we're going to get started with you.
So if you ask my coochie, the answer's 1.
She wants 10 out of 10. She said, give it to me, give it to me. I need the best shit you got. Give me your best.
My heart is a different answer.
What? Oh gosh. Okay.
That's the answer. You knew I was coming with it.
I did.
But now that's just real.
Okay.
But if you ask my heart, it's definitely 2. And that's because a solid 7, if you know what you're doing, if he's willing to participate in extra activities and okay with allowing me to do my thing, we gonna come to a 10.
Hold on, let me fuck that. Let me switch it up because fuck that. Let's say 5 out of 10 for the sex and then 10 out of 10 for the partnership.
Oh shit,
bitch! We lowered. Fuck that. We gonna lower the number. I want to get to
this.
Nah, fuck that. That's too. That's too much. That's too even.
Okay.
Bitch, that's too even, bitch. Nah, bitch. Drop it. Drop it,
I can't
bitch.
do shit with 5. I can't do shit with 5 inches, let alone with a 5. What you do that?
You're not willing to compromise just a little bit,
bitch.
We got Chris. We just talked about this.
That nigga tongue is gonna have to be in order for me to compromise like that. This nigga gonna have to be in there like all day, every day.
Oh God, you ain't even willing to go to the novelty shop and maybe help him out just a little bit for that 10 for 10 on communication and all of that, and make sure that your foundation is set. You ain't willing to do that?
I could get a bitch for that. What are we talking about?
Oh no! She said, "Fuck that shit." No,
I gotta go to the store to buy the dick. Get somebody with one in the backpack. What are you talking about, Ebony?
Oh my God!
I'm trying to have a hold on. I want to make sure before you make your final decision.
Okay,
Trish.
all right.
We're talking about Black Love Elevated. right?
Okay.
We talking about longevity,
All right.
right? Family. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This that old shit that Aaliyah was talking about earlier.
Mm.
Like when you get old, your health and all that good shit. You want to keep that, or and you willing to compromise and really not get that 10 on the orgasm and the sex, but you're gonna have the 10 in the marriage. What you say now? This is
I
your
want to be
final.
a responsible adult and say yes, but I might cheat.
Bro, let's be real.
You don't cheat.
Fucking be responsible, bitch. I don't want to be fucking responsible, bitch. Don't be fucking responsible. Bitch, tell the fucking truth.
The truth is set you
I'm gonna
free.
need that 10 out of 10 on the dick.
I need a 10 out of 10 on the dick. Fuck, that's my final answer.
Period. And
I'm trying to be a good human. My best
Aaliyah,
friend wouldn't
what
let
you
me be
think?
good.
She talking about being a good Samaritan. We ain't
Well,
trying to be no good. We'll tell the truth.
hold on. Let's calm this shit down for a second. Wait. Do not feed off of Trish. Okay. I want to ask you the question one more time. Ash, can you please repeat the question for Aaliyah?
Okay, Miss Aaliyah, would you rather have a partner who gives you 10 out of 10 sex and 5 out of 10 partnership, or 5 out of 10 sex and 10 out of 10 partnership? Aaliyah?
listen, let's be
Honesty.
real.
Marsha said the truth will set you free. A lie, get that ass whooped.
Listen, sometimes it do be a 5 out of goddamn 10 already. And I'm okay with it because guess what? The girth, the length is enough. It takes me out. I don't see this is the thing. I don't need to be overfucked. I don't need a lot of it. I'm good. Get me in and out of there, coach. I got long legs. I can't squat down for a long time. Like, come on, baby. So me and him, I want 10 out of 10 relationship. Because I will wow me at the date nights, putting the effort in, showing up when I'm sick. The dick. Listen, baby, that's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. And the way I be stretched, I can't do too much of that. I'm worried about it.
She is stressing over this question. Look at her face.
He knows that, but me and him laugh. You know, sometimes it's quick. And you know what? I'll be relieved. I'll be like, "Woo, I did it."
It be like that some days. It be like that.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm good.
She said her shit. Trish said her shit. Okay? You ain't say your shit.
Who?
What you
Me?
think?
You.
Bitch.
No, you don't even get the answer because I already know what you're going to say. How about I'm going to say the same thing you're going to say because I get it. I'm on the lines of, I feel like we together on this. And if I'm wrong live, I want you to say I'm motherfucking wrong.
All right, I'm listening.
The truth has set me free. And I wholeheartedly, all honesty, everything in me, I go 10 for 10 on a relationship and a marriage. Hands down. I'm good. We will figure everything else out. But if we got all of that communication, we got all of that love, we got that foundation, we got bread, we living our best life. We could compromise. Do you agree with me? Or was I wrong?
On the balcony, that 5 look real good. Baby, on the
Ashley. Answer the question honestly, nigga. Did
Look,
you know what you told me?
Black Love Elevate after dark. We gotta end this. Listen, I'm kind of split, bro, because I don't know. But lately I've been kind of, let me be quiet before you come smack the shit out of me. Let me shut the fuck up. Listen, I think I teeter in the middle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of teeter in the middle.
You can't teeter.
I know why you motherfucking teeter in the middle. Because you're already satisfied and you don't even know how to straddle the fence on the opposite side.
That's the problem. That's the
I
fucking
ain't mad at you.
problem.
I ain't mad at
Cause
you.
I want to be thrown up in the fucking air. I tell y'all that every motherfucking rip bitch put my legs behind my
You want to
back.
pull the whole box from underneath the bed.
That's
Get your pole. I
how
know what
many
you want to
times
do.
do I gotta say this, bitch? We was video. Y'all was on the motherfucking camera, and I'm swinging around my fucking pole, like y'all know. So like, I mean, you know, but that's why I say I teeter in the middle, because being married, it puts you in the middle. Like you
Yeah.
want, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it ever is gonna meet a 10 out of 10 on both. To be realistic, I don't. That's why I fucking teeter in the goddamn middle. That's my problem with the whole marriage thing. But I feel both of y'all though. Trish especially, you know what I mean? Like I said, throw me in the air, goddamn it. Put me backflips.
And I be wanting until the shit be happening.
Really?
You wanna know something?
Let me tell you something. And again, where's this nigga at?
I be good until I'm not, honey. I be like, damn, you know when you on a roller coaster and you like, you going up, you be in the line, you excited. Then when you start going up, you like, oh shit, this is real.
Really?
Girl.
No, but what you was gonna say?
I have been feeling like that, like the roller coaster thing, but I've been on the up thing. Like, come fuck me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's right. I need to be quiet.
Your ass is in trouble tonight.
Yes,
that's all
I'm gonna have to cut this out. But no, I'm just saying that's how I've been feeling, kind of, you know, lately. I love my man.
I'm going to say what I say, because all of you ladies, I love you ladies. You guys are so real. And that's what we say Black Love Elevated is about. Aaliyah is frozen on us. Man, I want her to come back for these finals. I don't know if you can hear us, Aaliyah, but
I'm going to take her off the stage so she don't look all crazy.
Yeah.
She'll come back.
Man, listen, what I want to say is I getting that bomb diggity, because to be in a marriage for me, Ash, on some real shit, you had to once be touched with that bomb diggity, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes, although I said that I wanted that 10 out of 10 in a relationship, and you may get the 5 out of 10 within the bedroom, you could guarantee that sometimes you're going to get that 10 out of 10. You understand what I'm saying? So I think you get the best of both worlds. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just,
especially being with a person for so long too. That's why I said that. Like, honest to God truth. Like, I feel like it kind of teeters between both, to be honest. Like, some days and some weeks is this way and it is that way. I mean, that's the fucking that's the thing about the fucking marriage shit that people don't fucking realize, is that the shit falls smack dab in the fucking middle. So it's really no true answer to the shit, because one week I may be feeling like I want this to be here, and then the next week I want it to be here, and that shit is rough, and that's just what it is. So ain't
Ash,
no wrong
I don't
answer.
think nobody watching us or that can keep it a buck with us can say that they ain't never just turned over on their side and said, hurry up, get that. They ain't never came home drunk and wanted the whole motherfucker escapade. They ain't never just wanted to put your shit on or not wanted to do it, and the motherfucker just took it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's keep it a buck. You ain't getting it 10 out of 10 every time. That motherfucker done fell asleep. He may have came too damn fast, and you like, really? Then it was a whole argument behind sex. Like, Trish, do you agree with me?
That's why I was a habitual leaver, bitch. What are we talking about?
She ain't lying. She is not. I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing that I know is what she just said. I would tell you right now, she's not lying.
I believe her.
No, seriously, no, she's dead ass serious.
Listen, Trish already showed me who the fuck she is, and I told you, when people show me who they are,
believe it.
I mean, that's not to say that I don't definitively want a 10 out of 10 in a relationship, but I also know that I'm nasty, dog. Like, I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need both of them. I'm gonna need both of them, or at some point,
that's what all those men want anyway.
I think you gotta find that middle ground, because honestly, the 10 out of 10 shit is super unrealistic. It was just a general question to have a little fun tonight.
Be 10 out of 10.
It ain't the fuck.
Not want to talk. Sometimes there are things that I'm gonna want to express, and the emotional intimacy isn't there. So it's never going to be a full 10 out of 10 on either side. But I can't do no 5 out of 10. What is this?
That's a little bit too low. Ash played herself with lowering the bar that damn far now.
Come on, I dropped that shit because I wanted to see what y'all was gonna say.
Yeah, but you know what, Ash? I want to hear what the people are saying. Would you rather that 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10? Y'all heard the example. Play it back, rewind it, do what you got to do, and drop your comment. You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
Me too, bitch. Because
Keep this shit real.
Yeah, keep it all the way 100, man. Keep it all the way 100. Because we gonna keep it 100 on this podcast. I can tell you that. I don't know what happened to Aaliyah. I love her. Oh my gosh, she's such a vibe.
My sister. That is my baby sister, y'all. Yes, sir. I didn't even tell you. That is my baby sister.
I heard you say sister one time enough, and it was like, oh, I see the whole resemblance. That's why she got that vibe.
She is a mess, but
the spirit is so great. Like literally in person, who you seen, like her spirit is so great. Yeah,
you got to bring your ass here so we can all go out. We need a Black Love Elevated. Nice lounge style.
We need a girls' night like we did last time.
We need that too.
Bitch, we need that girl. Remember the rooftop?
The rooftop was hitting.
We had a time. That night, Ebony was my lover. What? She was keeping all of them off me. Ebony was like, this my bitch.
Bro,
I remember that. This my bitch.
You watching this, Josh? I know you watching this shit. This is a real story, y'all. This is a real story. We at the rooftop. We turned up. We having fun. But one thing I fuck with when I fuck with you, Ash, we ain't never out there on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We stand for our marriages. We actually don't really agree with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep that shit far away from us. But that night, oh, they was all over you, Ash. And I was like, hold on. In the middle, I was like, nah, that's my girl. What we got going on? You back? Didn't I tell you like I was holding it down?
I was cracking up and just letting her say it.
I said, girl,
we have a fucking time, but we do. Seriously, that's real shit. We hold each other accountable. They look out for each other. Josh be the same way. She know how Josh is. She's like, nigga, I got it. Like we really do have a family vibe and we talk shit with each other, but we hold each other accountable and have a good fucking time, man. We do. Shit, her birthday a couple weekends ago, man. God damn, I don't know what happened to my glasses, bitch. I can't find my fucking glasses.
My brother, look, I'm out there dancing. Oh, he ain't playing. It's so much love, and that's what I love about this group. We already told you, it's not just about a podcast. It's our community. It's our foundation. It's what we want to surround ourselves around. So if you're listening to this, get on some real stuff. We're building relationships with like-minded people. Because Ash, I love you. Thank you for being a part of that positive circle in my life.
You know it.
Yes.
And I have to say the same thing for Trish. Listen, when I tell you in my mind, I've kind of got my people together that I know that I could place in the same area. And I'm like, this is who I want to vacation with. Definitely Ed, Turn Up, Trish, y'all are all on my shit. Like I need to go
wait to get together with your ass.
Long as we go to Magic City, because this bitch know how to do it right. She know how to do it right. We was up in Indianapolis.
I have never been before. I want to go.
Listen, I'm ready whenever.
We was in Nav having acting a whole fool.
This bitch try to have us out everywhere. All right. We had a great time though. We had a great time. Right. You need to bring your ass, is what she's saying. Bring your ass.
It's a quick weekend trip. Come on. It don't even take that long, Ma.
I'm gonna bring.
All right, we're gonna talk about this offline.
Yes. We got
to go. We got to go. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We definitely appreciate you. Thank you, Aaliyah, even though you are no longer here. But thank you so much. Your commentary was appreciated. Thank you so much, sweetheart. We will be having her back soon. But outside of that, please make sure that you follow all of our social medias, including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course, TikTok, because we're going to be posting some of these snippets on there for sure. If you have any questions, and some of y'all who was dropping them comments, I'm going to get in your inbox because we want to have you on, child. We got to talk about some things. 8 years, side chick, Corey. We need to talk about
where you at now? What's the status now? I can't wait to talk to her, please.
We need to talk about that.
Let me know when she on. I need to be on. I gotta know.
We need a conversation, baby. We need a conversation. But we definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being patient with us. And we will catch you on the next live. Make sure that you go in and subscribe to everything, including the Facebook page where we post everything Black Love Elevated. After Dark is going to be a big thing for us too, coming separately, right? We talked about that. Right?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, go in and follow that Facebook page, Black Love Elevated. Have a good night. Bye.
Later.